Hello everyone, and I hope you're having a great day today. And so we know that Edward Richtofen will be returning inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. If you haven't played Zombies in a while and haven't really caught up with the story, you're probably really confused, right? Well, today I'm going to be talking about everything we know so far about Edward Richtofen in Black Ops 6's story, how it links with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, Cold War, and what Treyarch will need to do to make his return great again. So if you're new around here, I make videos on Call of Duty Zombies, so don't forget to subscribe for more content leading up to Black Ops 6's launch. So if you haven't played the game in a while, you're probably confused, right? Well, it's simple really. The Richtofen in Black Ops 6 and Cold War isn't actually the version we're used to seeing in Ultimus or Primus, but instead is a grown-up version of the child Eddie seen in the house in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. At the end of Black Ops 4, Nikolai ends the multiverse and then sends Sam and Eddie into the unknown to live on, whilst everything from the old Ether storyline gets sucked into the Dark Ether, including the Victor's characters and the dead bodies of our original, two crews, Ultimus and Primus. It's here where Sam and Eddie go to the Cold War / Modern Warfare 3 new rebooted COD universe that ties into, the Modern Warfare and the new Black Ops campaigns, where they actually lose all of their memories of the prior events of, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, etc. And it's here where Samantha and Eddie go their separate ways. Sam joins Weaver to, be a part of the CIA and Requiem, and Eddie starts a family and even has a son named Samuel. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why aren't Sam and Eddie friends, or at least still together in this new universe, as they left the old universe at the end of Black Ops 4 together holding hands? Well, since they lost their memories from the events of the Ether timeline of each other, and might have actually lost some of that connection along the way. Sadly, not much is known about what happened to Eddie Richtofen immediately after entering this new universe, although it can be assumed he lived a fairly normal life, and some of this very vaguely is detailed in the intel in both Cold War as well as a little bit in Vanguard and MW3 Zombies. We know that at some point he was separated from Samantha and she was actually sent to an orphanage. He would then also meet a woman with whom he began a relationship with. Plus there was an incident where Samantha may have been involved with Richtofen's son in some capacity, which leads to his actions in Cold War. Later on, Richtofen becomes director of Requiem and the head of the organisation and the task force we play as in Cold War. He recruits Carver, Dr. Gray, Dr. Strauss, Weaver, and then even Samantha Maxis, who he is keen on keeping an eye on, as he actually tasks a load of people as well as himself to oversee Samantha, allowing her to test her new powers after Firebase C, and he keeps a really close eye on Samantha because all he knows is that it's this strange German girl that he entered a new universe with. However, this was all to further his goals for Project Janus for Requiem, where this version of Eddie has devised a grand scheme of sorts. This grand scheme is to safely capture the Forsaken in the Zombies map Forsaken in Cold War to use for Project Janus, which I'll talk about in a bit. And as we know, Richtofen then orders the capture and imprisonment of our characters at the end of Forsaken in Cold War, leading to the events of our brand new Black Ops 6 launch Zombies map, Terminus Island. Here we see the events of the post-credit scene from Cold War, where a girl called Maya as well as Dr. Peck, who we meet in Cold War, travel to Terminus Island, also known as Black Site 13, to free all of our other characters including Gray, Carver and Weaver, as well as, fighting with a new character called Maya to fight off the Horde on the island. And we also know that in some way, shape or form, these characters then end up dead in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, as we see in the introduction cutscene and hear about a little bit in Modern Warfare 3. This is where we now get into the events of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies and Black Ops 6, as Black Ops 6 Zombies will be a prequel to Modern Warfare 3. In Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, we learn about a scientist called Ava, who then later turns out to be the daughter of Samantha Maxis and Dr. Gray, with Ravenov, who we meet in Cold War, being the only surviving member of the original group from Cold War. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies and Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, we then learn about Liberty Falls, which is actually going to be our second map inside of Black Ops 6. It's here where in intel found in both games, it's revealed that Eddie orders things for Project Janus in terms of like materials and fuel and things like that. He's obviously building something, as well as relocating all of the local residents of Liberty Falls out of the town, even if they fight against the orders of the CIA and Richtofen himself. But the question here is, what is Project Janus and what does it have to do with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies as well as Black Ops 6's story? Well, we know that Project Janus will be Richtofen's next grand scheme in Black Ops 6 because the Project Janus logo can actually be found inside of the Black Ops 6 Steelbook edition. Usually in Steelbook editions of the past for Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, etc., half of it will be dedicated to campaign and then half of it will be dedicated to zombies. Black Ops 3's is an excellent example of this. But what does this all mean? Well, the word/name Janus originates from the Roman god of beginnings, gateways, time, doorways, passages and endings, which could relate to the zombie storyline by introducing something to do with gateways or portals to the dark ether. But what is Eddie cooking up here? Well, we know that the whole campaign story for Black Ops 6, which will kind of be, disattached from zombies, will revolve around mistrust, lies and shadow government overtaking the US government with moles within the CIA and etc. And Richtofen is very much high up in the CIA and actually reports to a board of directors. So I feel like zombies sometimes does tie into the campaign, especially in this new rebooted universe. So maybe Richtofen is after power, or maybe a way to connect the dark ether with our world permanently. Maybe he's searching for a way to bring his wife and son back, or maybe he's searching for his wife and son. Again, we currently don't know. Sadly, not much else is actually known about Project Janus so far as of writing this video, but if Treyarch is making this the first thing they want you to see after taking out the disc in the Steelbook edition, then I have no doubt that it's going to play a big part in the Black Ops 6 overarching zombie storyline. But the theory with Weaver and Samantha killing Eddie's son and wife is really strong, with his son supposedly being called Samuel, which obviously ties into Victus as well as the Black Ops 4 storyline. Now, this is where I put my tinfoil hat on for speculation and theories, but what if the reason why the son could be called Samuel or Sammy is that this Richtofen still has his previous memories from the Ether storyline? Remember that in Alpha Omega, Primus Richtofen mentions that both crews have some shared memories with the other versions of themselves across the multiverse inside of the Paradox, which could mean that they actually share memories, which could mean that this version of Richtofen could have vague memories of other Richtofens, and could be why the son was named Samuel, because for some reason it stuck with him. It could be why perhaps he knows a good chunk of the zombies lore, dark ether knowledge, and getting him the position of director within Requiem. And again, we know that this version of Richtofen Eddie has been orchestrating everything behind the scenes. He's been, recruiting all of the right people for Requiem. He sent our characters to Black Site 13 at the end of Cold War's Forsaken map. And going into Black Ops 6, we currently don't know too much, all that Richtofen had a great control over Liberty Falls. And in terms of Terminus, that'll be the lead up, because we know that both Terminus and Liberty Falls in terms of maps in the story will take place at the same time. So we're going to have to see how Treyarch will bring him back. There's also rumours that Nolan North, who's the original voice actor for Richtofen, might be coming back to voice Richtofen, or it might be a new voice actor. Again, we're going to have to wait and see. But in my opinion, Treyarch need to make this meaningful. Richtofen is the biggest character in zombies history. He stuck with a lot of people for his, funny attitude, his one-liners in World at War, Black Ops 1, and then the sort of more in-depth storyline with Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4. So for this to be meaningful, they can't just bring back Richtofen because the mode isn't doing as well as it used to. They need to bring back Richtofen and make it meaningful to the storyline. And personally, I think the best way to do this is to tie this Eddie into his past versions. Like I said, if there is like a hive mind situation going on within the multiverse, it would be really cool to reveal that this Richtofen has his memories intact and for some reason is angry or pissed at the situation going on, and maybe he's trying to bring back everything that from the old storyline that was put into the Dark Ether into this new universe and timeline. But again, only time will tell with Treyarch and Activision. We're going to have to see what they're cooking up for Black Ops 6, and I've got to be honest, I'm cautiously optimistic for Black Ops 6. I just hope it's really good. So everyone, that's been the video today. Thank you so much for watching, and for more Black Ops 6 Zombies content, don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Maybe even give me a follow on X if you're interested in that. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.